y'all know what time it is. It's LuLu, baby, from the booth. When I say pack, y'all say put it on the floor.
Say it with me.
Put it on the floor, pack.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Hey,
Hey, and watch the chat go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pack. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor,
hey,
and watch the chat go crazy.
step online and it get real live. Truth so loud, make the whole chat vibe. Trolls act tough till she pull that proof. LuLu gon' play, she the truth in the booth. Receipts in hand, she gon' spin right back. One line drop, make a fake fall flat. No slow talk, she be on go mode. From Louisiana inner to the whole damn globe. Hey, she coming with facts. Say it wrong, she correct that fast. Put it on the floor, let it shake that screen. LuLu in the spot and watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey,
And watch the chat go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor, pop. And watch the chat go crazy.
hold up, who that talking true? Who that clocking T, who make it shake every time?
Put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor.
And watch the chat go crazy.
From the boot with the beat in her chest. Truth teller time, yeah, she passed that test. Every time she speak it, shake the whole room. LuLu bring fire, make the trolls go mute. She don't argue, she just drop them facts. Watch the chat explode when she clap right back. No cap stories, no made up scenes. Receipts too loud and watch her chat go crazy. Bounce with it, left, right, move with it, Put it on the floor, let the lights fall through.
It's LuLu, baby.
And watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey, and watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor,
Hey, and watch the chat go crazy. Hey, chat. One more time. Put it on the floor.
Put it on the floor, pop.
Hey, and watch the chat go crazy. Hey, ha. Hold up, chat. Y'all know what time it is. It's LuLu, baby, from the booth. When I say pack, y'all say put it on the floor.
Say it with me.
Put it on the floor, pack.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
Hey,
And watch the chat go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor, pop. And watch the chat go crazy.
step online and it get real live. Truth so loud, make the whole chat vibe. Trolls act tough till she pull that proof. LuLu gon' play, she the truth in the booth. Receipts in hand, she gon' spin right back. One line drop, make a fake fall flat. No slow talk, she be on go mode. From Louisiana inner to the whole damn globe. Hey, she coming with facts. Say it wrong, she correct that fast. Put it on the floor, let it shake that screen. LuLu in the spot and watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop.
And watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor, pop.
And watch the chat go crazy. Hold up, who that talking true? Who that clocking T, who make it shake every time?
Put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor.
And watch the chat go crazy.
From the boot with the beat in her chest. Truth teller time, yeah, she passed that test. Every time she speak it, shake the whole room. LuLu bring fire, make the trolls go mute. She don't argue, she just drop them facts. Watch the chat explode when she clap right back. No cap stories, no made up scenes. Receipts too loud and watch her chat go crazy. Bounce with it, left, right, move with it, Put it on the floor, let the lights fall through.
It's LuLu, baby.
And watch the chat go crazy.
Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor, pop. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor. Hey, and watch your check go crazy. Put it on the floor, put it on the floor. Hey, put it on the floor, put it on the floor. Receipts on the floor, receipts on the floor. Hey, and watch your check go crazy. Hey, check. One more time. Put it on the floor. Put it on the floor. Hey, and watch your check go crazy.
Yeah. What she bring?
Fact.
What she talk?
True.
Who they hear?
Hoopa.
Who they want?
Hoopa.
Say it loud.
Yeah.
She don't mama. Stepping in. Home run. No lie. She dismantle. Every word. Hard handle. Receipts up. No stall. Name ring. Head turn. She say it. That's law. Truth hit. Lesson learned. What she do?
Break it down.
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 Then what she do? Break it down. No spin talk. No fake sound. She don't whisper. She lay it down. Every claim. She press check. Every lie. She correct. Boot state. Backbone strong. Stand firm. 10 toes on. She talk once. That's final. New Pog voice. Undeniable. Yeah.
Break it down.
That's Lou Pog.
Break it down.
Facts only.
Break it down. Break it down.
Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Wednesday, baby. It is officially hump day for this week, child. Y'all know I've been trying to get to this live stream for a little minute. So yeah, we finally here. I was gonna do it yesterday, but it was too much going on. Too many people was live at one time across all platforms. So I said, let me just push it back another day. Okay. But we here, and I'm gonna go live again later. We're gonna go live again later, y'all. We're gonna go live again later, okay? Let me see who we got in here. Hold on, let me go up. I know we ain't gonna have a whole lot of people in this live, child, because most people was waiting for me to do it yesterday, and then yeah, all that good stuff. And then, it's a lot going on with the Bree and Janelle saga. So yeah, whatever. Hey, Queen D Money. Hey, Queen Sag, Scorpio, Miss Jackie, Taisha, Miss Jackie H. We got Stephanie, Miss Mercedes, my girl Erin in the building, Miss Green Eyes, Miss Beverly, Miss Lisa. We got Snooki. Shout out to you, Miss Deborah Kennett, Miss Angela B. Shout out to my green team, always being VIP in the Chizat. Tokyo in this thing. We got Miss Mercedes. We got Capricorn. We got, who else? Let me see. Michelle DeBelle, one of my beautiful minds holding it down. We got Brandy, Ramona, Peace Be Still. Shout out to everybody, a collective hater, anybody else that comes through. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people that supports that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I know I always set a little goal. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Okay. You can also support your girl by getting a membership. Shout out to the green team, the loyals, the Lupag loyals. I love y'all down. Y'all are always here no matter what I talk about. So big ups to y'all. Okay. Y'all please hit the like button. Please watch them ads. And at the end of this live stream, hype your girl up. Y'all know the vibes. So y'all, I don't know how many people are familiar with this story. I did cover it once or twice already when it was kind of in the thick of it. And I was pretty much waiting for it to kind of DIE down a little bit because I know anytime you're dealing with loss, emotions are flared, emotions are high. And, I feel like people don't really look at certain situations dealing with grief clearly and non-biasedly because siding tends to go with the deceased party, right? And rightfully so in this situation because of the details surrounding it, but I always felt in my gut that the girlfriend didn't have nothing to do with it. Like even when I first started covering it, I was looking at all the details, listening to people talk, and I was like, bro, it's more to the story. Even when I, watched a couple videos that T2 or stepdaddy Dro's aunt put out, she had a good bit of inconsistencies with, some of the videos that she was putting out, some things that didn't add up, and I always put that in the back of my mind whenever I'm covering something. I look at, the inconsistencies, deceptions and all of that, child. So that was a red flag for me when I heard those things, and what kind of disgusted me about this story is whenever the mom started saying a couple things on social media, which is stepdaddy Dro's mom, people, complete strangers, I mean, people who don't know these people from the man in the moon, literally, some people were pinpointing his mom as if she had something fishy going on or as if she had something to do with her son's unaliving child or the accident because it was ruled off as an accident, no foul play, etc. And I was like, what the hell? I could see if she first of all, the mom wasn't even there. So that was one thing, but y'all know social media gets real, real weird once business is put out. Some people really, really overstep. And I ain't talking about like bloggers and stuff, because that's our job, child. It's our job to overstep and be in people's business once it hits social media. I'm talking about some of these trolls, these weirdos that be in the comments, okay? But I felt it was my duty to come back and speak on this situation because I feel like people are so loud in the beginning, especially when they're uh putting a jacket on certain people. When they putting a jacket on certain people, they real, real loud, regardless if it's a truthful jacket or if it's, a false jacket. But whenever something is cleared up or somebody is freed from the situation, vindicated, whatever you want to call it, everybody get quiet. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Because think about even with RH, like, and I hate to, because I don't like mixing content, but just with that whole situation, once a person puts a jacket on you, you have to wear that forever because everybody don't continuously follow the storyline. So wherever they stopped off at, whether it be when they was dragging you or when you was vindicated, that's all they know. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, y'all. But from what I'm hearing, Lulu was vindicated. It was ruled, even though the family is still, which I feel like that's normal in these type of situations when you feel like you're not getting the answers that you want. Not that you aren't getting any answers, but that you're not getting the answers that you want. Is normal. It's typical in these type of situations. People always want to blame someone, and it it happens all the time, y'all. It happens all the time. But it's unfortunate for the party that, feels like or has been vindicated that they still have to go through certain things knowing that they didn't have nothing to do with it. It's a sad situation all around. I hope that the family can find some type of closure. They can find some type of peace with the situation. Because from what I'm hearing, his mom is at peace in knowing that, what the police did as far as the investigation and all of that. I heard that a lot of details was kept away from the public. Misconstruencies, deceptions was put out, information was withheld for continued narratives, all of that, y'all. That situation got really, really messy. Really, really messy. And it's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All right, let me see what y'all talking about. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Please support my goal, y'all. Y'all know when we do these odd topics, we don't get a whole lot of support. So if you are in here, and you enjoy my commentary, show me a little love, okay? Show your girl a little love. Hey, Tajay. Hey, Seashell. Who else came through? Miss Diane, Rakita, Tanaya, Christina, Yumika, Miss Melody. Shout out to all of y'all. Okay, y'all. So, um, I was looking on, hold on, I had pulled up my chat GPT because one thing I do like about chat GPT is that when something is going on publicly or on social media, you can go to chat GPT and get summaries like from start to finish. Like it really goes into a lot of detail. So that's mainly what I use my chat GPT for. I don't use it to type up anything for me. I have my own mind. I'm very, very intelligent. I know a lot of big words. Okay. So I don't need it outside of, trying to verify something or get more detail. And I have been using it a little bit for thumbnail purposes because I'm trying to really even though I feel like my thumbnails are off the chain and I taught myself how to do them, but just to keep up with the times because I notice a lot of bigger blogs are using Chat GPT to create their thumbnails. So, or should I say AI, right? Thank you, Yumika. Thank you for my first super, my love. I appreciate you. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up and then we're going to go to Facebook because it's a lot of content about this situation over there on Facebook. Let me see. Let me see. And like I said, I will be going live again later because yeah, I got something that I want to talk about and it's dealing with Janelle. I want to, we're gonna have a little dialogue to try to figure out is he playing checkers or chess, y'all. So don't put nothing in the chat about it now, but we're gonna talk about that later on live. Let me see. Hold up. Where is my? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Here we go. Okay. I need to open up my chat GPT on my computer, but I got it on my phone. So I said, Chat GPT, give me all the details on the Tyrone Davis Jr. unaliving. And from what they put out, it says okay, let me go back because it started from the beginning. And let me see if I can get it where it's updated. Hold on, y'all. Saying, okay, hold up. Let's see. Please. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on Facebook. That way y'all can actually see what I'm doing over here. Hey, Mr. Reese. Hey, Michaela. Hey, Miss Teresa. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up on Facebook because I want to play. What the hell? Why? Let me type his name in. Tyrone Davis Jr. LuLu. Okay. All right. Let me put my earphones on and we're going to look at this together. Okay. Let me share it so y'all can see. I don't know why you be having that issue, Scorpio. I don't know why it don't show. You might have to refund it and do it again. Remember last time you had that problem. I don't know what is going on with that, but I do remember the last time you had tried to send me one, you had an issue with it, if you can remember. Hey, Erica. Hey, Goddess. I don't know what's going on with that because I only see one. The only super I see is the one Miss Yumika said. All right, let's see. Let's see. Share screen. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Okay, y'all can see it. All right. So let me see. Hold on. We're gonna start at the top. His auntie posted this January 20th. Well, she shared it. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go down. Okay, this is more updated. So somebody with the page name True Crime Unraveled TV posted on March 6th, y'all, which was a couple days ago. an update, and they say Tyrone Davis Jr.'s DEATH key witness breaks silence. I sent pictures to family and GPD, which is Gainesville Police Department. That was the police department that was covering this case, y'all. Let's go up. And it says Tyrone Davis Jr., Dro Davis, first witness interview, scene described, LuLu calm demeanor, one phone found, GPD failed, Polo investigation, true crime unraveled. The first person to find Tyrone Dro Davis Jr. on Archer Road has finally come forward. In an exclusive interview with Polo, he describes the scene minutes after Dro was left there. Pizza scattered, money blowing in the wind, only one phone on the ground. He blocked traffic with his own car, called 911, and waited. When LuLu finally arrived 10 minutes after EMTs, she was calm. Now, let me say this. Shout out to the person who posted this and interviewed the actual first witness on the scene. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, is because if y'all remember when them two vanilla people, the YT people came out and they did that Facebook Live with T2's dad and his aunt, they lied and said that they were the first witnesses on the scene, and it wasn't true. This is why I say it's a lot of, child, it just makes me so mad when people do things like that. I don't know if it's for clout, attention, or whatever, notoriety, I'm not sure, but it's so unfortunate because this is a serious situation. This not when you dealing with somebody's passing and then somebody is being accused, whether it be rightfully so or falsely accused, that's not nothing to play with. These people literally came out here, y'all, and gave statements on Facebook Live as if they seen all of these different things. Oh, child, I just cannot. I cannot, bruh. I cannot take social media serious. This is why I deal strictly with facts. Like I can't. I even look at people funny just by word of mouth because you don't even know who you could trust. Like who would play on something like that? That is crazy to me. They did all of that and was not the first people on the scene. Now I ain't saying they wasn't there, but they portrayed as if they were the first people on the scene. The girlfriend was a nurse and she was, I guess she had to do her little first responder situation or whatever, little 1-2. But it's just so crazy because it was a lot of deception going on. Let's see that. Thank you, Ramsey. Thank you for that Cash App blessing. You said because you are. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me see. And thank you, Real Talk No Chaser. Shout out to my bro, y'all. That's the one who do these fire intros for your girl. Okay? Shout out to you. Let me see. Let me go down. Hey, Miss Green Eye. Okay. Talk, they didn't lie. They were right behind the first person that came. They did help. That's why I said, I'm not saying they wasn't there, but they presented it as if they were the first ones. And a lot of what they described was not actual factual according to the real first witness on the scene. So to me, that's still, kind of deceptive. That's still deceptive the way they told the story, y'all. And it gave as if they was just saying what they thought the family wanted to hear. And that's not cool. Whenever you dealing with these type of situations, you don't just coddle a situation or deceive people because you think they want to hear certain things, because it only makes it worse when the final results come out. You don't do that. You don't do stuff like that. So they was definitely on the scene. They just wasn't the first one. Okay. And it was definitely some discrepancies. Hey Trini Batty, you say, hey Pocket Chat, the couple didn't state they were the first people on the scene. They always stated they pulled up second. Okay, we're gonna play them, y'all. Hold on. Let me find their interview, because I ain't covered this in a good little minute, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna find their interview that they did, because I remember when I last played it, it was some discrepancies going on from what the man was saying. It was definitely some discrepancies going on, because I remember one in particular when the man was describing Lulu's demeanor, if I'm not mistaken, he told two different stories because remember, he gave an account with the auntie, and then the auntie didn't even wait for T2's dad to get there for them to even give an account. Whenever the dad showed up, he had to give another account of what happened to the dad on live. And it wasn't, it wasn't identical. Okay. It was not identical, child. You say now, I will say it was some stretching in their statement as far as for the wallet and phone. Definitely. So I should say I heard them say they pulled up second two and stated that they asked the first person who was there if they called 911. Okay, we're gonna find it, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna play it. Let me see what else he got right here. I be wanting to play stuff, but I hate to play other creators' content because you never know who's okay with you playing their content and who ain't, and then they go hit your ass with a strike. And we don't want that. We don't want no strikes, baby. All right, let me see. So what else does he say right here? Oh, well, this is on Facebook. Is this a video?
Her moving car going 25 miles an hour. Then he just stepped out and never looked back.
Okay, hold on, y'all. We probably could play this right here. Let me see. It's 3 minutes long, so we could probably play this.
Tyrone Davis Jr. died on December 29th, 2025. His girlfriend LuLu gave 3 different versions of what happened. First, he fell at a gas station and bumped his head. Then, he jumped out of her moving car going 25 miles an hour. Then, he just stepped out and never looked back. 3 stories, 1 dead man, 0 phone calls to his father.
And let me say this, right? Because even with listening to this video, notice how the person that's giving the commentary said LuLu gave 3 different stories or 3 different accounts of how Tyrone Davis passed away. Did y'all hear those accounts? Because we still have yet to hear that. We didn't hear that, and that's why you can't just repeat stuff. The auntie put that out. Nobody heard LuLu say nothing. Nathaniel. That girl gave statements on her Instagram. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to her Instagram. She gave statements on her Instagram, and that was it. She didn't come out here and say anything. So when I hear people saying, LuLu gave 3 different accounts, how do y'all know? How do y'all know? If that girl wanted to sue people, she could. Because you got people out here saying she gave 3, not allegedly, or, according to the auntie, they just saying it as if she came out here on social media and gave 3 different accounts. She has not spoken up outside of what she posted on her Instagram. So it's like real mind boggling that they saying it like that, y'all. Hey, Natia. Hey, Tay. Okay, let's finish playing it. And then we're going to go to LuLu's page because she put out some details on her Instagram that I found was very interesting. And it kind of went against certain narratives that was put out here about her.
Father. There was alleged involvement from Tyrone's best friend, Jason, who won't go on camera, won't answer questions, but somehow ended up in the hospital with LuLu, according to her own Instagram post. Then there's the mother, Rena Demps. Instead of standing with the Davis family, instead of demanding answers, she told police LuLu was a model girlfriend. She's been fighting the wrong people, accusing Polo of threats that never happened, posting stories defending herself while her son's case goes cold. And let's not forget the money. $250,000 moved from Tyrone's account while he was brain dead. Someone had...
That's another... See, I can't watch stuff like that because that's another thing. We didn't see no proof for that. Where's the proof that that money was actually moved? Am I missing something, y'all? Because I ain't covered this. Like I said, I haven't covered this story since it first happened. So a lot of things has changed. That's why I'm going down the rabbit hole of different, bloggers and CC's talking about it. But just putting out certain child, I just cannot. I cannot. Like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. That make me feel so uneasy, even to hear them say stuff. The reason why the mom was coming out here defending herself is because she was being drugged. That lady was being drugged as if she was on scene and had something to do with it. That is crazy to me. Hey Latoya, hey Shalonda, hey my loves. Like okay, y'all. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Hold on. This them right here. I wish it was videos. Okay, let's go down. That was January 17th. Let me see. Let's read it, matter of fact. So this person posts on January 17th, they said the couple that aided Tyrone Davis Jr., the couple they aided Tyrone. Well, I'm reading how they put it, y'all. In his last conscious moment, speak out to his father, Tyrone Davis Sr., his aunt, Natasha, family, friends, and supporters. They explain how they found him in the road, moved him out of the street, and his wife accessing him because she's a nurse. They stayed with him the entire time until the ambulance arrived. They also said that Kiara Davis, LuLu, showed up 2 minutes after. What, they got the same last name? I thought they wasn't married. Anyways, maybe they have the same last name. You know, that happens sometimes. Showed up 2 minutes after the ambulance was there loading him up, and that she showed no concern but was more interested in letting the first responders know her side of the story. See right there, that's very biased to me. That is very, very biased. And that also is a red flag to me as well, because when you start speaking out on stuff like that, when that girl hasn't been charged with anything at all. Now I get, people gonna have their opinions, people gonna say certain things, but I feel like in this case, that made a lot of people look at this situation as far as their accounts of what happened differently, because it already showed a bias. And anytime it starts to show a bias when it's involving somebody that could potentially be a witness to a crime, it's like they're gonna already view you. Sometimes they won't even use certain testimonies because of biases showing up early on. Like, you can't do that. It already shows that you have some type of disdain for a party that could have been involved and could have not been involved. And what are the odds of her not being involved? And y'all made it seem like this girl had something to do with it, or she was on some type of guilt trip, or she looked guilty, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool to me, y'all. They have the same. Okay, thank you, Tay. I didn't know that. I did not know they had the same last name, because I only see people saying LuLu and or calling her Kiara, but I never knew that her last name was Davis too. Katie say, I watch every day. It's a lot going. Well, thank you, Katie. Okay, because you can kind of fill us in too. Katie say, I watch every day. It's a lot going on, but all in all, the dude who was working with the Davis family mad that they got a PI and activist. What dude? What dude you talking about? As a witness, you supposed to just state what you see, but not insert your opinion. Big facts. And that's and especially if you are the type of person who really analyzes what people say, like myself, you start viewing things as red flags while you're listening to them. So when I was listening to the witness give his account, he kept saying things that was opinion based and mixing it with his actual account of what happened. And that's not cool. You can't do that. Like, you can, but it's, child, morally it's wrong. Okay. Hey, Miss Geraldine. All right, let me finish reading. So they also said that Kiara Davis, LuLu, showed up 2 minutes after the ambulance was there loading him up, and that she showed no concern but was more interested in letting the first responders know her side of the story, never asking how was he doing, or was he okay. They said that while he was alive, that he was grunting and moving around as if he was having a seizure, but was unable to answer any questions. Y'all, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but something is just off. Of course, something off. When you got people that's giving you their opinion mixed with their account of, what they witnessed, of course something gonna be off, because nobody was sticking straight to the facts. See, and that's what happens a lot of time with stories that hit social media, because it's so many opinions that get put out here. And I feel like whenever a story hits social media and it's not a lot of facts out early on, it starts getting overshadowed by opinions. And you got some people who don't know how to differentiate between facts and opinions. And that's where you get all these weird theories from, and then everybody becomes confused. It happens so much, and it's just unfortunate because a lot of times it messes certain cases up. It really does, y'all. Because one thing I've learned is that the police, the government, they use social media a lot for a lot of information. They use social media a lot. Hold on, y'all. And it's real, real unfortunate. Okay, let me see. So, but was unable to answer any questions. Y'all don't know what happened. I was there, but something is just off. How do strangers that don't know Dro have more concern than his long-term girlfriend that love him so much? See what I be saying? See what I be saying? So they then said, God only knows what really happened since LuLu isn't talking. I pray that the family gets the answers that they are not just seeking, but that they need justice for Dro. And here's the thing. It's not that LuLu wasn't talking. She was just talking to the people that she needed to talk to. That's another thing that I feel like people on social media get misconstrued. Nobody owes social media anything. Not a damn thing. But when people put their business out here, of course people gonna wanna get in your business. If once you put it out here, people are gonna want to know more, especially if it's juicy and drama filled. They gonna want to know stuff. But you can't get mad at somebody for not putting their business out here, for not wanting to tell social media anything. Like that is crazy to me. If she chose not to talk to social media and just keep it amongst the mom and the police, that's her right. That's her right. She was investigated as well, and she was cleared. But because so many people, like I said, they put out theories and opinions, and it overshadowed the actual facts of the case, she became a suspect instantly. Instantly. You got people telling her she ain't never loved this man and she was just using him, not even knowing these people in real life. Because when I listened to Stepdaddy Dro's videos, I heard this man say how much this girl made him happy, how she was the best thing that ever happened to him, how he changed his life around because of her. So it's like, who do you believe? Do you believe social media saying she never loved him because they see her not smiling in a picture? Or do you believe the person that was actually with her? What y'all think? Let me know. See, I go off of logic. I go off of logic. I don't just go off of a bunch of opinions on the internet. I think logically. And that's crazy to me. Like when I started seeing people saying, oh, she ain't never loved him. Look at, she ain't even smiling in this picture. I'm like, I know they lying, bro. You cannot be serious. Baby, if it's that easy to tell if somebody loves somebody just by emotion in a picture, I want to know something. I want to know something. Because listen, you don't know if she was mad that day because he did something to piss her off, or you never know. Like that is so crazy to me, bro. That is so crazy to me. But anyways, let me keep going, y'all. Let's go down this little rabbit hole, baby. So let me see. This too far back, that was from February. I want to kind of get the more recent because it was a lot of misinformation put out early on, y'all. Okay. All right, let's see. March 6th. I think we did this one. Yeah, we did this one. Child, people saying that girl was going to jail. Whole time, the police been saying it was no foul play. Let me see. And that's another thing I don't like too. I don't like when people, when certain people don't get what they want from the police, all of a sudden it's, oh, the police ain't doing their job. Like, to me, that's crazy. You can't pick and choose when you want to stand with the police or allow the police to do what they do. And then when it don't work out in your favor, it's, oh, they mishandled, or they didn't do the job properly, or child, to me, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it 100, okay? Like, let's not do that. You know, when the police, when they feel like the police get it right, it's, oh, the police did their job or such and such. But soon as something don't go their way, it's, oh, the police mishandled the case or they didn't do it correctly or the whatever. I don't think she did it, but I do think something foul happened under that bridge, and that's your opinion. That's your opinion, but I can only go off of the police investigation because at the end of the day, y'all, I also consider the things that the police don't put out. From what I was told, it was they had cameras in the area and all of that. You know, initially they were saying that he was found under a bridge and all of that, and I heard he wasn't even under a bridge. So it's a lot of misconceptions and things that came out that wasn't even truthful. And a lot of people base their opinions about this story on misconceptions or deceptions. So it's just, child, it's sad all the way around, y'all. It's sad all the way around. All right, let's keep going. Damn, I wish I could find more updated. These are all from January. Let's see. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. March 3rd. Tyrone, LuLu, friend. Okay, who is this? I don't know. February 10th. This was yesterday. Oh, shoot. So it said update Tyrone Davis Jr.'s death. Online drama Polo, whoever Polo is, I'm not sure, exposes Davis family, hush money, and hidden truths. Okay, let's see what he's talking about, y'all. Who is this guy? Y'all know? Is he a friend of the
The
family?
Davis family raised money for a private investigator. People donated. Polo's followers donated. The world donated. But Polo says there has been zero transparency about that money. If you don't want to tell people who the PI is, then provide the receipts showing that you paid for the PI.
Oh, wow.
Provide documents showing that people's money was spent on a PI. But that wasn't provided. None of that was provided. He says the family told him they didn't have to tell people. They didn't owe anyone an explanation. You're wrong. Anytime you accept money from
I agree with the computer, whoever that is talking, because you can't see. That's another thing. You cannot do that to people on social media. Once you come out here and you get social media in an uproar and you start putting all kind of things out here, get people emotionally invested and involved, then you want to try to say, oh, we don't owe y'all nothing. That's a goddamn lie. Okay? You cannot do that. You cannot weaponize the internet or play on people, weaponize people's emotions that can relate, because we all done lost loved ones, right? You cannot do that. And then when things get a little fishy and people start asking questions, all of a sudden you don't owe them an explanation. No. Okay? Where can I find him, Katie? I want to hear what he's saying. But Pac, if he was hit by a car, why is that not? I don't know. See, I don't know. I'm not that far into it because, like I said, all I know is from what was updated is that they said it was no foul play involved, that he jumped out the car allegedly and hit his head and whatever. That's all I know. They said there's no foul play involved. Yeah. That's pretty much it, and LuLu was vindicated. So that's why I'm doing this, going down this rabbit hole to see, what other details I can see about the situation, because I haven't covered it since it first happened. Okay. But I need to find this guy right here because I want to see what he's talking about. Who is this guy, y'all? Anybody know? It's so sad how their mom was treated. Exactly. Trolls, aka Polo. Okay, let me find. Thought I've been sent that. I don't know, Miss E. I don't like how they treated that boy mama. Cause if you look on Stepdaddy Joe social medias, that boy loved his mama. He spent a lot of time with his mama. Even when he was on the road, he talked to his mama a lot. I think he was the glue that kept those families together. That's what I took from, going down his social media pages. But he loved his mama. Okay. So for people, for strangers on social media to come out here and accuse his mama of, doing certain things for money and this and that. Child, that boy gotta be rolling around in his grave. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way. Polo. Okay. I'm about to look him up. Trolls, his page. All right, let me see y'all. Hold up. Let's find him right quick. Oh shoot, I did not want to do that. Okay, let me find him because they just talking over it and I want to hear what he's saying. So his page is trolls. That's catchy. Trolls. Let's see. Trolls. I wonder if this is him. Trolls. Is this him? It looked like him. Yep, I think this is him, y'all. Okay, I wonder if the video is still on his page. We finna look. My phone going crazy per usual. It never fails. Anytime I get on live, everybody wanna talk to me. When I ain't on live, child, that phone's dry like the desert. Hey, Miss Nina, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for Pac, y'all. Please, y'all support my goal. It is very important that y'all support my goal when I do these little odd lives because they don't get that much traction, okay? And I be wanting to bring y'all different content. So please support the goal if you can, okay? It does not matter the amount, just support the goal. All right, let me pull him up. All right, so I'm guessing this is him, y'all. It says Florida. And he looked like from the side, he looked like the dude. Okay. So let's see. Why he got Nina on his page? If you ask me, I will say I do support Polo. We have had many talks. Okay, let's see. Put that issue on the flow. Davis family exposed. I wonder if this the one, y'all. I want to go back and find putting everything on the flow. Davis family exposed. Hold on, let's see. Don't tell me when I should be finished with if you ain't defend my name, because a lot of y'all who telling me to chill was laughing with them. You should have told them they DEAD wrong, quit being biased, and keep it P. Now I'm about to finish them. Ooh, that's my type of carrying on. All right, let me see. uh Let me see. Let me go down. I guess it's wait. If Polo wrong, drop the receipts and prove Polo wrong. But this is the one where that thing is talking over him. So I need a damn. Hold up, y'all. That True Crime Unraveled TV. I wonder if that's his. No, it can't be his. That's a girl. And if you go to Gainesville on March 28th, you might go to jail because the Gainesville Police Department invited the Davis family 3 times to come to the meeting and they didn't show up. Stop lying. Ooh, it's getting crazy. Y'all, I found the right page, baby, because I didn't know all of this carrying on was going on, child. Why y'all didn't tell me all this was going on with that case? We would have been started back covering this one. It's getting nasty. I heard some ugly who ain't solved no major crime yet trying to come for me. Drop them receipts. Baby, he ain't playing. If Polo ain't nobody, why your main focus about Polo? You just as dumb, slow, and stupid as the two you had with you. For this little thing to be an activist, your main focus was targeting Polo. You should have been focused on justice for Joe. You claiming you got so much power. Who he talking about, y'all? Nobody owe me apology because everybody fell T2 from the very start. If justice what you really wanted, especially the approach when it came to receiving answers. Ooh, okay. You want justice or fame? Because you and Natalie been lying since day one. King of receipts. Oh, is that? Okay, y'all. I'm trying to see where I want to start because his page it's a lot going on. So I'm trying to see where I want to start at on his page. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole with trolls. Okay. Mother effers want fame. They don't want justice. Fame easier to get, justice not. My black, since you don't know which way to go, let me get on your ass. Yo, you know what? This morning, somebody say, take her through there. Take her through there. I am weak, bruh. Um, so he said, my black is amazing how we was just speaking on this ish beforehand. Now you all, I'm with them. You clowns gotta do better with keeping P. Wow. Dang, I don't know where to start, y'all. Okay, we just gonna go back up. And if I have to go back down to how long this, oh, this is too long. Is this the initial one? Somebody say when you listen to Dro videos, he giving you key pointers only the chosen one will understand. Let's see some. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, but Polo, the only one dropped receipts. You talking, Polo, justice for Dro. Ray Charles could see this was coming. Your purpose was to bring insight to this very sad situation. You did that, Unc. Now it's time for you to leave it alone and go to the next where you appreciate it. That's a lie. She had your live up. Check inbox. Now she just talking. We don't know Lulu did anything. It could have been anyone who did that and still could have been an accident. Let me see. It don't matter. You deserve what you get, what you getting, to be honest. So did you want them to give you the PI money? I'm simply asking. We use it. We used to it, bro. Keep going, bro. Okay. I think I'm going to, this one is kind of long. Let's go back up, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. He's talking about the activist. He's mad. They got one. He wanted all the props. The activist lady, Shanae. Okay. Let's see. Who is my black? Since you don't know which way to go, let me get on your ASS this morning. All right, let's go up. So who was he to Dro, y'all? A friend? Damn, this live 3 hours long. Okay, we definitely ain't finna watch that one. That's too long. So he said here, the funny thing about life is when you tell a lie, you must tell it correctly. How I paid this lady for information when she had told us she had been looking for Tasha. So I made sure Big Tyrone was on the phone the entire time. Listen to him tell me to tell the lady to get in the car. So why they acting lost? They spoke of the homeless people. I called them off my black, Deborah White, phone. Tasha and Natalie was present on the call. I can't be the villain when I'm the king of receipts. Oh, okay, let's see.
Today, I want to say he's wearing brown shorts.
Description of RJ.
RJ's probably like maybe 5'3", 5'4". He's got a brown beard. He usually has a hat on, but he's going bald on the top.
Okay.
And he's always, today, I want to say he's wearing brown shorts and a button up, but RJ's dressed really pretty nice.
Okay, listen. When you get around RJ or whatsoever, I just need you to get RJ, make a statement.
Actually, I'll tell you where he stays.
Where you stay?
You know where that says Gainesville English Suites in there?
Where you know where he stay at right now?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go. We'll go right now. Description of RJ.
RJ's
Wow.
like maybe.
Okay. Let's go up, y'all. So this one right here, he said you want justice or fame because you and Natalie been lying since day one. Now, what I will tell y'all is they got a page on YouTube called is it Nothing But the Truth? Or what is it called? It's something like that, y'all. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me, but it's something like that. Okay. They got truth in it. Something about the truth, right? And they had did a video on this situation, and they actually been covering this situation since the beginning, right? So when I initially started seeing their videos, they was going in on LuLu. Like that page was going in on LuLu. They was, on the Davis family side and all of that. So I hadn't watched one of their videos in a while because I got my own channel and it's hard. I can't watch other people content all the time because I be doing my own thing with my platform and whatever I be having going on, child. So one day a video more recently ran across my timeline from their page, and it was about something with the autopsy or something with T2's death or whatever. And the page had screenshots of I guess the autopsy report. I cannot, it's hard for me to remember. But it was basically she was calling the Aunt Tasha out, and she was saying how the Aunt Tasha came out here saying that they didn't know anything about, or they didn't get a call about something with T2 in the beginning, whatever. And so basically the page was posting the receipts to show that the aunts was reached out to, or one of the nieces or somebody in that family was reached out to from that coroner office or whatever, and they had their names on the document. So basically what the page was saying is that they was lying and leaving stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like not telling the complete truth when it comes to what they knew about and what they didn't know about. I'm gonna have to find that video, y'all. I'm gonna try to find that video. But let me see. You said he didn't know Dro. If you go down farther, he was Team Davis family. He's mad they got other people helping. Well, I don't know. That could be, that's opinion based, KD. To say he mad because other people helping, or is he mad because he felt like he was done wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a weird reason to be mad at somebody. Who gets mad because other people is brought in to help a situation like that? I don't know. Let me listen to some of his stuff to see, because if he got receipts, he got receipts. You get what I'm saying? That's, like I say, that's your opinion of why he could potentially be mad in this situation. But of course I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. If it was transparency that he been knew about, I don't understand why he's mad now. My opinion again. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what he's talking about.
You got at the hospital. My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access.
Why wasn't proof provided? See, that's one of the things I don't like. Okay. And I don't have nothing against the aunt or none of that, y'all. I'm not on nobody's side in this situation. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing, period. If we're going to go off of what the police saying, we got to go off what the police saying. If they saying that it was rude, accidental, DATH or whatever, and no foul play, then who are we to say that's not the truth when we on social media on the outside looking in, and none of the evidence of the investigation was even put on social media to go against it. Everybody is basically using what the family is saying. That's it. They don't have, the police ain't out here putting their investigation and their receipts and all of that, what they did on social media. They not doing that. So I don't know. Social media is so weird to me. But what was I saying, child? Oh, yeah. So if she's saying, that's one of the things I didn't like also. If you're going to make those type of allegations, at least provide proof to show it. That's how you really get people on your side. When you ain't just saying stuff, but you showing them the proof to back it up. Like, that's how you really stand on business. Because that would have really solidified some stuff. See, she made a claim because the aunt right here was the one who initially came out here and said that his bank account that he shared with his aunt was cleared out, right? And initially I thought it was a bank account shared with her, but apparently it's another sister that it was shared with. But if you're going to say something like that, show proof. Show proof, stand on business, show proof, and guess what? People can't go against proof. It's nothing that can be said. But how do we know it's true? I'm not see, some people might go off a word of mouth, but I don't move like that. You'll get in a lot of trouble going off of somebody's word that you don't even know in real life. You can't always bank on morals and integrity because guess what? People lie. It's human nature for people to lie. Period. So I would believe something if I seen the facts for it. And that's why whenever it was being stated, oh, Lulu said 3 different stories and she da. I didn't just run with that. I'm not saying she didn't, but I didn't just run with that because I didn't hear that for myself. The aunt said she said 3 different stories. We didn't hear that on social media. Lulu didn't come out here and give social media 3 different stories. And one of the things that was red flagish with that for me is that that's an automatic red flag for detectives. If you going around giving 3 different accounts, that's one of the reasons why you would be viewed as a suspect. So I found that real odd when it was stated that, she wasn't under more of a scrutiny type of should I say magnifying investigation if she was just out here giving all kind of different accounts of what happened. Hey discussion board. Hey Rozzy, Ozzy, hey DS, Tajay, who else? Let me see. Yes, Miss Lynn, it's so much. And that's why I say one thing about social media, baby. Social media will have you in a frenzy because it gets to a point where, and I get it, people be wanting to help. People be wanting to help. It's human nature for people to become emotionally invested in these type of stories because somebody passed away. And we all done been down that road of losing a loved one, right? And it hit even harder when people suspect foul play or, whatever. But social media sometimes makes it worse. They make the situation worse because the facts and the truth get overclouded by just BS, stuff that ain't relative, drama, and people start fighting. Like it just be aggravating. Exactly. Proof of receipts. I agree. Yup. Hey, Rakita. Because, baby, people will say anything, show me the receipts. Facts. You could tell the ones, that been rocking with me for a long time, baby. We need to see the receipts. We ain't believing nobody word. We ain't believing nobody tears. Because sometimes people will literally fall on tears or believe tears and not hear the words. Don't let that go over your head. People will believe the tears first without actually listening to what's being stated. Emotion. All right. Let's keep going. Let's see what she's talking about, y'all. Let me back it up a little bit.
Hospital. My sister and T2 share a bank account. The account is on 0, and it shows the money was transferred to his single account by himself. You got access to his cell phone. You got access to his bank accounts. If you ain't money hungry and desperate, and you got all access to everything he got, we ain't worried about no word of possession. We screaming justice over here. We want justice over here. It ain't about the money. He got $1 million hospital. My sister and
I wasn't even paying attention to whoever made this video, what they got on here. So they said, where are the receipts? That's what we were saying, since you got so much access as well. And then they said, you got a lot energy for the camera, spreading everything that you still ain't showed proof for. But you want justice. You talk loud, but no arrest was made for fraudulent transactions. Stop lying. It's time to tell the truth about what you do know. Okay. Now, one thing I can agree with is I believe that if you make certain claims when you playing with somebody's freedom, receipts should be shown. Because guess what? Just like she said, Kiara, aka Lulu, got access to T2 bank account. She also said her sister do too. Why that sister ain't never came out here and spoke on it? And if she did, I didn't see it. Okay, let me say that. But why she ain't never came out here and showed proof that his bank account was drained? Why wasn't nobody arrested? Because that is fraudulent. Regardless if Lulu had access or not, if it was only Dro's name and the other aunt's name on the account, that is fraudulent. That's theft. She would have been arrested for that. That's why I feel like it's more to the story. It's a lot of things that's not being, put out here. Certain things being put out here to, make people go along to get along, but all of the truth is not being put out here. Let me just say that. So I don't know, y'all. It's real crazy, but thank you, Trini. Speculation, baby. If it ain't no receipt behind it, it's pure speculation. All right, let's see what else they got, y'all.
Access to his cell phone. You got access.
Um, let's see. So let's see what he say here. He say never lie on the person who only wanted y'all to be transparent when it came to people money. Keep it P with me when I came to you expressing my concerns of certain lies that were said to the public. Y'all felt like I was wrong for straightening the BS. You and Tasha refused to do what was right by the followers. You knowing I had all the paperwork and receipts, you tried to make it like I wanted money from y'all. When I was the one who was asking my followers to support the movement, but when the money started coming, all you MFers started moving differently. Lying on me was the dumbest mistake ever, especially when I know about all the money that came from illegal transactions. Hashtag bingo. Ooh, Lord. CT2 never actually effed with y'all either. That's the real reason why he didn't want y'all on his document, y'all name on his documents. And regardless if you admit it or not, T2 changed his own documents. Cause how y'all made him feel inside. That's why y'all can't do about the money. Now I ain't gonna lie, that makes sense. Let me finish reading. And all you MFers was told this. All y'all had to do was keep it P with the followers who is entitled to know where the money going because you asked for donations for that purpose. But y'all rebelled and did the dummy. So now I go back because KD, I gotta keep it P like Polo said. When earlier in the live, you said that he was mad because they brought somebody else in to help. But in that post, it's seeming like he's upset because he asked his followers to donate, and then people started asking where the money going or what's going on with the case, and it went quiet. So I don't know. We going down this rabbit hole, but so far it doesn't give me he's upset because somebody else came in the situation to help. That don't even sound right. But that is true what he's saying. Like when it comes to the whole money situation, if LuLu did this and she did that and she took money, baby, that lady would be in jail. So I gotta kind of side with him when he's saying that T2 changed his own documents. He had to. Because if he didn't change it or put her in control of some type of money, whether it be her or his mama or whatever, those people would be in jail. You can't just take nobody money from their accounts. Everything has a paper trail. And it makes y'all think about it. Whenever that first was being stated, these people was on social media saying, give the money back, LuLu. Give the money back. And I'm like, what? Give the money back? If she stole it, baby, the police can get it back. Like, listen, y'all, are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Thank you, Scorpio. You say, here you go, Lupac. It was put back on my card. I don't know what happened. Tal, you two be tripping, okay? They be tripping. Y'all, please hit that like button. Please support the goal. Follow suit like my girl Scorpio. Show me a little extra love for this lifestyle. Period. I love y'all now. But think about it, y'all. If fraudulent activity was going on and somebody who is not on, y'all know these banks don't play. If somebody who was not on a bank account was able to remove a big ass amount of money from said bank account, that person would be in jail. Period. Like, what world are we in? And they wouldn't be telling her to put the money back. They would be getting the police involved if it was fraudulently done. I think that dude had him and that girl was together for what? Damn near 10 years, if not 10 years. They was definitely connected. I could see her being on his account, insurance policies, whatever. All right, let's go. So, let me see what else he's saying. Let's go up. Where is that video though? I don't want to watch his full lives. I just want to see a couple little clips. He said, let me just put it on the floor since Tasha and Natalie went to this little thing of an activist. It was your son that tried to fight LuLu at the hospital because she wouldn't give Dro wallet to him. Oh, hashtag stop lying. Oh my God. I wouldn't have gave his wallet either. Oh my God, y'all. Now I don't know if that's true because Polo, you say you the king of receipts, then we need to see a receipt by that situation too. But y'all, if this is your man, regardless if y'all was married or not, they was together almost 10 years or 10 years, whatever, and you know this situation happened, are you giving his wallet up at the hospital to a family member? T2 and LuLu spent damn near all their time together. If you look on their social medias, when he wasn't on the road, because he was a truck driver, he was always with her and his kids. Always with her and his kids. So if anybody knows him and knows what he could have wanted if something, in case something happened, etc., it would be her and his mama. Okay? Period. Period. I'm not giving my man's wallet to nobody at no damn high. First of all, why is you asking for his wallet at the hospital and he just had an accident? What the hell? If that's true, allegedly, okay? Allegedly. All right. Let me see. Okay. Allegedly a police report was done for that account. The money was allegedly transferred after he passed away. I gotta see it though, Tay. You know you've been rocking with me a long time. You know how I operate. I need to see that because I never heard that. And if that just came from word of mouth, then you know we don't operate like that over here. I have to see that. That's another thing. Like if those people putting stuff out on social media, making these type of allegations and claims, they need to back it up with facts, with proof, receipts. Like we need to see that because everybody not just gonna go off a word of mouth because you lost a loved one. That's not how that goes. Losing a loved one don't automatically give or make people truthful in every situation or every statement, right? You got gangbangers who unalive people for a living that lose loved ones too. You know what I'm saying? So I have to see that to actually know if it's true or not. Hey Tyrese with the T, the only one that's entitled to Tyrone's belongings is his children, not his mother nor LuLu. I agree. I agree somewhat. And let me tell you why. He was with LuLu for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So if he had something in play for LuLu, whatever he signed over to her, she is entitled to. Because I be damn if I'm with a man for 10 plus years dealing with all his shit and, you know, somebody say I'm not entitled to nothing if something happens to him. Because you don't know what I put into that relationship, whether it be financially, emotionally, physically, you don't know that. So, yeah, I think, you know, she is entitled to something. She was his partner for a very long time and his kids. Of course, his children. But, you know, to just exclude her because they wasn't married, I don't know, y'all. To me, that's not right. That ain't right. Even though I feel like people should get married because then you actually legalizing your rights to whatever y'all had. You know what I'm saying? But from what I heard, I haven't seen this, but I did hear something about her being on an insurance policy. Okay, I'm gonna try to do more research to find out if that's actual factual. That don't matter. They not married. Well, my opinion, it matter. Okay? Because like I said, I be damned if I'm with a man for 10 years or better and people just start coming in and say I don't get nothing if he pass away. Is you cool? Like what? Like that to me that's crazy. That is because you, like I said, you don't know what she invested into that relationship. For all we know, she could have gave him the money to start up his trucking company. Not saying she did, but you never know. You never know what she invested into that relationship for them to have a successful financial future, whatever, while they was together. And it ain't like she's an ex. She was with him throughout, even once he passed, that was his girlfriend or fiance, whatever you want to call it. Because he did call her his wife. Even that's why so many people thought they was married initially when this came out, but I won't just exclude her from anything. It's enough she lost him, but to say, oh, she don't deserve to get anything, not even knowing what she put into that relationship, nah, But, at the end of the day, like I said, he could have very well put her name on an insurance policy. And guess what? Can't nobody take it from her. Can't nobody take that from her. If he put her name on one of his policies, can't nobody take that from her. Regardless of how I feel, regardless of how Tyrese feel, or anybody. If he signed that insurance policy and made her the beneficiary, guess what? It ain't nothing not now person can do. Not his mama, not his auntie, his daddy, his baby mama. Listen, none of them. Period. She did receive insurance. I don't know, Raquel. I'm not sure. Like I said, y'all, I covered this in the beginning. But I'm just now coming back to it. So it's a lot that I have missed. That's why I'm, going through social media, seeing what's the topic and what's been talked about or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not sure if she did receive. I heard something about that, but word of mouth is not always factual. So allegedly, people are stating that she got, once she was cleared, from not being involved or whatever. Once she was cleared by the police, I did hear something about an insurance policy, allegedly. Okay, because I didn't see it for myself. Well, in that sense, that's true. Being beneficiary, I learned a hard lesson in August 2020, August 25. My guy got unalive. We didn't know where his truck was, which was my transportation. Also, the daddy found it and gave it to his brother, and we have a 4-year-old. Yep. That's the most unfortunate part about it all. But here's the thing, y'all. You don't always have to get married, right? You can, in certain situations, like let's say because everybody don't want to get married. Everybody does not want to get married. And here is how you secure assets in a relationship. There are legal routes that you can take, right? There are legal routes that you can take in the case something happens. You don't have to be a spouse to get money from an insurance policy. You just got to be the beneficiary, and you can't be involved in what happened to them going home, going to glory. Okay. But there are certain things, contracts, things you can get notarized, things you can set up with your attorney. That way, if something happens to your partner, guess what? Oh, baby, all of this is for me. It's signed over to me. I don't care if I was married to him or not. We did this legally. It's legally binding. And can't nobody fight you for it. Because I'd be damned if a family member that ain't in our household come to me and try. If something happens to my partner and a family member that I never see that want to come around after he gone, try to come dictate what I can have or can't have because we ain't married. Talk to my attorney real quick. Talk to our attorney real quick. Okay? We ain't doing that. Y'all better secure yourself, period. Because things happen fast, y'all. Thank you, Veta. A trust. It's called a trust. Things happen fast. And sometimes you might not even make it to marriage. Y'all could be planning a wedding and then boom, something happened. Secure yourself in that relationship, because just because y'all ain't married yet don't mean you ain't invest a lot into that relationship. I know people that have been together 20 plus years that's not married, but they have everything together. Secure y'all assets, because guess what? In the case of something happening, guess who gonna come out the woodworks if something happened to your partner or you? People that probably didn't even visit you when you was here. People that you probably barely spoke to. People that you didn't cut off. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And even then, y'all, listen, you know how I always joke about, oh yeah, you need to get married because you don't want to be on the obituary as a special friend. Or somebody dictating to say, oh, you can't come to the funeral because you're not his wife, right? That's another thing y'all can do. Put in, whether you get something notarized by your lawyer or a trust or whatever, you can also get it legally binding where if something happens, if you want a certain person to handle your funeral or whatever, or anything can be legally binding. Anything can be notarized. Like, y'all just look into it. Just like I say, look into it. Make sure you secure. Make sure you secure, because like I said, I don't think that's cool for people to say, oh, if you're not married, you don't deserve nothing from your partner. And you could have been with that person for 10, 15, 20 years. And y'all both made a mutual decision to not get married. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody don't want to go through that. Marriage ain't for everybody. And it's okay. But it's still ways to protect what y'all have or what y'all accumulated together, just in the case of an emergency or something fatal or detrimental happening. All right, let's see. Ooh, child. Okay, let me go up. Oh, apparently they got something. What's going on at the Gainesville Police Department on March 28th, y'all? Because I see he said if you go to Gainesville on 3/28, you might go to jail, because the Gainesville Police Department invited the Davis family 3 times to come to the meeting and they didn't show up. Hashtag stop lying. I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure. He says you still haven't taken any action to hire a private investigator while you lying. Therefore, Polo can't be expected to be upset. Your activist acquaintance is the same MF who told y'all to wait. Stop lying. Okay, like I said, he got to provide receipts too.
And then, not only that, I'm like, damn, I told Natalie, I'm like, damn, I thought we were straight. But I do remember when you was on Jamal Live and he was criticizing talking about me, you were laughing in the comments. I remember. That's facts. That's not a lie. I would never lie on you. I would never lie on you. That's the thing about it is, I would never lie on you. If I'm rocking with you, I would never lie on you. But the second you make me feel like you playing in my face when I'm rocking for you, I'm going hard for you, standing in the paint for you, doing things that evidently y'all ain't had the nuts or balls to do. No matter how much talk you do on Facebook, no matter how much you sound off on Facebook, it means nothing because no icing was applied.
Let's go back to the money, because this is important. The Davis family raised funds. People donated. Polo's followers donated. Strangers donated. They gave because they believed in the cause. They gave because they wanted justice for Dro. But Polo says there has been zero transparency. How much was made? How much was donated? What was the goal? They didn't tell people any of that. He says the family told him they didn't owe anyone an explanation. They didn't have to tell people where the money went. You're wrong. You got to be fully transparent because you have already lied before. And you didn't correct that. So you damn right people want transparency. When you've lied about footage, when you've lied about money, when you've lied about witness statements, you don't get to say trust us anymore.
Damn.
You have to show receipts. And they haven't. Polo ended with a question that cuts to the heart of this whole mess. What did y'all sacrifice? Nothing. He drove hours. He spent his own money. He put his reputation on the line. He faced backlash, threats, accusations. He did it all without asking for a dime. Everything I have did for you. I have not asked you for not one red cent, not one penny. But did they ever offer him a hot meal? A cup of water? A thank you that wasn't performative? Do you think in your heart, common courtesy? Did you think for one, at any time, did you offer me a hot meal? A soda? A water? A burger? A cut water? No, you didn't. At all. Meanwhile, they collected thousands from his followers. They posted cash apps on his platform. They benefited from his reach. And they told people not to follow him.
And then
Oh Lord have mercy. So, let me see how long I've been on here. Okay, I've been on here an hour and 25. I'm gonna do a little bit more, but I'm gonna come back and cover this again because I got a feeling this is getting nasty. Okay, it's a lot going on. Shout out to KD. She did send me. I just seen it, KD. I don't know if she's still in here, but she sent me a clip or live from Shanae Jackson. I'm guessing that's the advocate that Polo is talking about, and I want to be fair. So when I do my other part, probably be tomorrow. I'm gonna play hers. I'm gonna play some of hers too, which I still ain't get to play all of his in its entirety. I'm trying to find it. It probably one of them long lives, but I don't want to play that much. Let's see what this one is. But I will do another live, y'all.
Polo says he defended the Davis family name countless times. When people came for them, he was there. His supporters were there. But when it came time for them to defend him, can you tell me one time, out of this whole scenario, that y'all ever defended my name one time? Not one time. But we can name 1,000,000 times that Polo defended the Davis name. Not once. Not a single post. Not a single live. Not a single comment pushing back against the people who called him names, who accused him of harassing Rena, who said he was doing it for clout. They let him take the hits. They let him be the shield. And when he needed them to stand with him, silence. I didn't go down there because I just decided to go down there. Y'all asked me to go. And not one time did you defend my name when people were like, you down there harassing this lady. But I accepted that. I wore that. I ate that. No problem. That's loyalty. That's sacrifice. That's what a real ally does. But where was the loyalty in return?
y'all ain't never do the footwork. Y'all ain't never do the boots on the ground. Y'all ain't do none of that. But y'all want justice for Joe. In order to get justice, you must sacrifice something. Y'all wasn't even willing to sacrifice a day of work. Y'all wasn't even willing to clock out. Y'all wasn't even willing to lead a block for 24 hours just to go up there and start some justice. Y'all criticize the other side of the family by not telling y'all. But that day came back around when y'all had an opportunity to show up. Do you know that I was in Tampa, Florida at the casino? Do you know in my private chambers, I left Tampa, drove my ass from Tampa all the way to Gainesville just to make that meeting. Just to make that meeting. Everybody who know him, if you ain't in my private chamber, just check the comments, and they'll tell you it's fights. But guess who was there at that meeting? Nobody but me.
Wow.
I was the only person at that meeting. The only person. Do you think anybody contribute any gas, anything? I didn't ask for it. It's a common courtesy because guess what? You supposed to be staying on business. You're receiving donations. So if you ain't using it to take care of what you're supposed to, then you supposed to make sure the people who got their boots on the ground got gas, got hotels, got food. Because guess what? They doing what you supposed to do because that's why you're receiving the money.
Polo says he defended the Davis.
Damn. That's a bad feeling too, y'all. It's a bad feeling to know that defending somebody, not only defending somebody, it's one thing to defend somebody on social media, but to actually invest your time, your finances, all of that to show up to meetings, whatever, and to just feel like they didn't have your back or to be discarded. Now, don't get it twisted. It do be situations where people volunteer themselves and nobody asks them. But from what I can recall, the auntie was on the internet basically asking people to be boots on the ground, to stand with them and, all of these different things. So it's not a situation where people just volunteered themselves and was like, oh, let me jump in this, and, outside of giving opinions and stuff like that. Right. But that's messed up. This situation crazy, but we're going to definitely, I got it, KD. I don't know if you just came back in, but I'm going to do another part because I don't want my live to be too long. I didn't even really, play too much of Polo stuff because even though I wanted to dive a little more into his lives, but his lives is too long, child. Okay. But I'm going to do another part to this. I'm going to follow this story a little more because it's getting real crazy. It's so unfortunate how, let me take this off. It's so unfortunate how it's somebody's passing, people passing away become overclouded by drama. It's like once money start getting involved, and I just don't like that, y'all. Like, it's sad. It's sad because all of this will be attached to a person's legacy. And that's the most unfortunate part about it all. And the person who's gone has no control over it. Not a piece of control. It's the one showing their entire asses, speaking for that person, or speaking up for that person, defending that person, advocating for that person, whatever you want to call it. It's just sad. I think your minds will delete my comments. Really? I see your comments. Unless you disrespectful, ain't no comments getting deleted. I could see them. But I did get that link. I'm gonna play it whenever I go live. I'll probably do another live about this tomorrow, like another part, because I want to hear both sides. Even though I didn't really go too far into what Polo was saying, because child, he got some 3-hour lives up there. I'm not playing all of that. Okay, I don't barely like to be on live for 2 hours. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to maybe find a video or something where somebody just took clips, the highlights of his live, and then go from there. But yeah, we're gonna see what Shantae talking about also on the next live, child. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Like I said, I'll probably go live again later. That's why I'm getting off now. I'm trying to break my lives down a little bit and not be on live for no 2 hours, because most people, if you're not actually in the live, they don't like to watch long lives. I noticed that. Okay. But I love y'all. Red Duplicity say Polo telling the truth. I got it, KD. I got it, my love. I feel like it is some truth to what he's saying, Red Duplicity. I can't say, oh, he just all around truthful, because I don't know him. And he too ain't provided receipts for everything he's saying. He say he got receipts, but he ain't just putting them out there on everything. Some of the stuff, yeah, you can see or whatever, but I'm a person that like receipts. If you gonna make a statement, a claim, an allegation, whatever, pop your ish, put it on the floor with the receipt to back it up. That way nobody can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing. People can try to fight facts and receipts, but child, we all know how that goes. But anyways, let me get up off of here, y'all. Y'all probably gonna see me later on. Okay. Make sure y'all run this video up. Make sure y'all share this video. Hit the like button if you have not. I love y'all, and I will see you guys later.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipt so strong, but the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. stand on that. Lupa, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lupa, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lupa, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lupa, baby. Too strong, wipe them down. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. It's Lupa, baby. Shut it down.